Okay, let's be real. We're all trying to find that secret for all-day energy, aren't we? But what if I told you the answer isn't another espresso shot, but actually adding more of something to your plate? And get this, what if that something was fat? Yeah, I know, it sounds totally backward, but stick with me. Today we're going to dive into how the right kind of fat can be an absolute game changer for your energy.
I mean, you know the feeling, right? That classic post-lunch disaster. You eat a meal, you feel pretty good for maybe an hour, and then wham, the afternoon slump hits you like a ton of bricks. All you can think about is a nap under your desk, or, you guessed it, more coffee. Trust me, you are not alone. This happens for a very specific reason.
Well, that whole up and down cycle, it actually has a name. You're probably on what's called the blood sugar roller coaster. And yep, it's all about how our bodies are handling the food we're giving them.
So, let's pull back the curtain. What is actually happening inside our bodies to cause this crazy ride? Let's get into it.
Okay, so it's a pretty simple chain reaction, really. Step 1. You eat carbs all by themselves. Think a plain bagel, maybe a soda. Step 2. Your body breaks them down into glucose, like super fast. Step 3. All that glucose floods your bloodstream and you get this massive sugar spike. Then step 4. Your body freaks out a little, sends in a rush of insulin to clean it all up, but it usually overdoes it. And that overshoot? That's the crash. That's the feeling we all know and definitely do not love.
So the big question is, how do we get off this wild ride? Well, this is where the story gets really interesting. It's time to introduce our unlikely hero.
I mean, think about it. For decades, fat was public enemy number one, right? The whole low-fat thing was everywhere. Every package in the grocery store screamed it. But what if? What if that was all just wrong? The science is pointing in a totally new direction now, and it suggests the very thing we were told to run from could be the key.
And this is really the core of it all. This isn't about cutting things out completely. It's about balance. And the right kinds of fat, well, they're the secret weapon you need to finally get off that roller coaster and get your stable energy back.
All right, so how on earth does fat actually do this? It sounds like magic, but it's pure science. Let's break it down into what I'm calling their 4 incredible superpowers.
First up, and this one is huge, is superpower number 1, the slowdown. Just picture fat as a kind of traffic cop for your digestive system.
So here's how it works. When fat is present in a meal with carbs, it basically tells your stomach, hey, slow down, no need to rush. It literally slows down digestion. So instead of a tidal wave of sugar hitting your bloodstream all at once, you get this nice, gentle, steady trickle. And the result of that? No spike, which means no crash. It's that simple.
Okay, moving on to superpower number 2. We'll call this one the insulin helper. And this is all about making your body's own systems just work better.
Think of it like this. Healthy fats are like a tune-up for your cells. They improve something called insulin sensitivity. All that means is your cells get way better at hearing the signal from insulin that tells them to grab sugar out of your blood. It's like upgrading your body's operating system from a clunky old version to the latest, most efficient one.
All right, superpower number 3. This one deals with another huge part of the energy equation, those pesky cravings and feeling hungry all the time.
You know the drill. You have a big bowl of pasta, and an hour later, you're raiding the pantry again? That's carbs for you. But fats? They're totally different. They're way more satiating. That's the fancy word for keeping you feeling full and satisfied. And when you're full for longer, you're not reaching for that 3 p.m. candy bar that's just going to kickstart the whole roller coaster from the beginning.
And finally, superpower number 4. This one is about the long game. It goes way beyond just your energy levels today and looks at your overall long-term health.
See, healthy fats are literally building blocks for your body. They're absolutely essential for making hormones, the things that run your metabolism. Some of them, like the famous omega-3s, are amazing at fighting inflammation. And of course, they play a huge role in protecting your heart health. So this isn't just a short-term energy hack, it's about building a healthier body for the long haul.
Okay, that's the why. We get it. Healthy fats are awesome. But now for the how. What does this actually look like when you're standing in front of your fridge? Let's get practical and build your healthy fat toolkit.
All right, here is your super simple cheat sheet. On the yes please side, we've got the good stuff. Monounsaturated fats like avocados and olive oil, and polyunsaturated ones from things like salmon, walnuts, and chia seeds. Then on the maybe not so much side, we have the ones to watch out for. We're talking artificial trans fats. You find those in a lot of packaged pastries and fried foods, and those super refined vegetable oils. Your goal is super simple. Eat more from the embrace column and way less from the avoid column.
So, let's bring this all home. What's the one big takeaway from all of this?
Let's just put it as plainly as possible. Healthy fats are not your enemy. In fact, they are your ally. They're not just okay for you, they are an absolutely essential piece of the puzzle for managing your blood sugar, keeping you full, and feeling energetic all day long.
So if you remember literally one thing from our chat today, please let it be this. Stop eating your carbs naked. Always pair them with a source of healthy fat. You're having toast? Slap some avocado on it. You're grabbing an apple for a snack? Grab a handful of almonds too. That simple little addition, that's the magic trick. That's what makes all the difference.
So I'll leave you with a challenge, a question to take with you. Think about your very next meal. What's one simple, tasty, healthy fat you can add to it? What's one small change you can make to finally get off that roller coaster for good?